Colleagues, on February 12th, just about a month ago, one of my constituents was brutally murdered in a neighborhood that I frequent. She was a black trans woman and was killed by her boyfriend. Black trans women experience the highest rate of partner violence of any community. And each of the last 3 years has successfully been a larger and higher and more deadly year for black trans women. You may ask why this is such an important piece in the 2nd Senate District. It's because the Ruth Ellis Center is less than a mile away. So the one space that is supposed to be safe for trans women is in eyeshot of the space where she was murdered. And this isn't the first time. Just 3 years ago, a pastor, I say again, a pastor killed Kelly Stowe just a mile north. And he used the gay panic defense, saying that he had no idea she was a trans woman, and that's why he murdered her. As we talk about the value of these women's lives, it's been so limited. It's been a consistent space where people do not talk about it, where they do not value it, where we forget and ignore the challenges that are happening because our system does not protect them. The Ruth Ellis Center continues to work feverishly hard to ensure that there are safe spaces. As a matter of fact, they are building a permanent supported housing structure, again, in my district, just a couple blocks from my house. And some of you have had the benefit of me talking. Thank you. Some of you have had the benefit of me talking to you about the importance of this facility. It is because these women do not feel safe. I've gotten the opportunity to show you some of the way it's built and how it's done and how it was built specifically for safety. How it was built to make sure that their access points were different, that their access points were well lit, that there were all kinds of different key cards and opportunities for them to check in and be seen. It's because they are murdered and people don't care. Naomi was murdered and then dragged into the hallway in what has always been considered a senior building. Could you imagine the place where you live, where your grandmother is staying, and someone is murdered and dragged into the hallway to be left for dead? That's what's happening. This is not some thing where it's a dark alley or another space. This is in a senior building during the day that people are comfortable killing black trans women. And it continues to happen because we have not made safe spaces for them to exist. And later this year, we will have the opportunity to do so. And as I come back and talk to you about the permanent supported housing that the Ruth Ellis Center is working on, I hope that you'll support that project, because we cannot afford to continue to have to mention the names of these women who are brutally murdered because we haven't created spaces that they can safely live in, because they don't have them today. Thank you, Mr. President.